Good evening, cricket fans, and welcome to match number 19 of the 7 Districts presents Emirates D10 2025, powered by Fancode. It's Abu Dhabi taking on Dubai. Abu Dhabi, of course, with a victory earlier in the day against Ajman, would look to remain on winning ways. Team Dubai, coming back after the summer break, will be looking to start off with a W as well. No time to lose. We have Rizwan or Rahman downstairs for the toss.
Time for match number 19 as Abu Dhabi will be taking on Dubai. To lead Team Abu Dhabi, it is Rohan Mustafa and Ronak Panoli will be leading Team Dubai. And to oversee the match proceedings, it will be our honourable match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. Rohan, you've got the coin. Can you flip it? Heads is the call. Tails it is. Rohan, second time lucky today. You won the previous toss and this one as well.
Yeah, we lost 6 toss consecutives. I believe now we have to win 6 tosses. Anyhow, we are ball first.
Ball first. Brilliant outing today with the ball as well as with the bat, especially the likes of yourself and Ali Abid as well contributing towards that run chase.
Yes, of course, Ali Abid is of course a very good player, and as a senior player, we both have to perform really well to win these kind of matches, and I think he delivered it on the day like we needed, and hopefully we do it now as well and win the match.
Team news?
Yeah, Haider Ali is in place of Rabat, or Shehan is out, and who's in? Ehtesham.
Go well, Rohan.
Thank you very much.
Batting first, Ronak, happy with the decision?
Yeah, I wanted to bat first, irrespective. Been our norm throughout the tournament, and I think we're going to back that.
You had a short break. How was the preparation now?
Yeah, I think it's a good mood in the camp. We've come off a win towards the end of the tournament before it took a break. So, I think we're going to bounce back with that same momentum, and hopefully we can get a W in today.
Talk us about Israr. He's been in good form.
Look, Israr is a fantastic player. He's been a real match winner for us. Throughout the D50 as well, he was at the top of his game. So, I'm hoping that he can come good in this tournament. He's probably not clicked the way we want him to, but, he's all class, and I'm sure that he'll come good at some point in the tournament.
Good luck. Give us a good game, Ronak.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, the news from the sidelines, Team Abu Dhabi have won the toss and they've opted to bowl first.
So there you have it then. Abu Dhabi once again electing to bowl first. Let's run through the two playing 11s for you. For Dubai, we have very talented Abar Badabi, Danish Qureshi, Israr Ahmed, Mohammad Irfan, the fast bowler Raheel Ali gets a game today. Ronak Panoli, of course, will be leading the side. Syed Haider Wasisha, Webb of Govikar, elegant left-hander. Wahab Hassan, the left-arm orthodox. Zainullah Rahmani, very exciting young batter, all-rounder. And Zishan Nasir makes up their playing 11 for Abu Dhabi. Ali Abid, Basir Hamid, Haider Ali, as Rohan Mustafa mentioned, will be back after his exploits for the UAE. In the side, Haider Razak, Ibrar Ahmed Dawar, the fast bowler, Ehtishamul Haq, the young wicket-keeper, Junaid Khan Afridi, Mohammad Nadeem, Rohan Mustafa, Siam Khan and Umair Ali Khan. So two sides chock full of all-rounders. Joining me in the comm box for what should be a very exciting game is Mudassir Ali. Good evening and welcome.
A very good evening, Ahmed. A good contest on our hands here. Ronak Panoli, 96 runs in 5 innings. Strike rate of almost 180, but he needs to convert those starts into big score. Talented top-order batter. And alongside him is new entry, Zainullah Rahmani. What a start to the tournament. Got that 51 in his first innings. But after that, he has his own struggles. He'll be up against Haider Ali. All smiles for Haider Ali. 3 wickets in this tournament. But we'll remember those 3 wickets against Bangladesh, Ahmed.
Fabulous indeed. Just a couple of nights ago, that was a match-winning show from this left-arm spinner. Picking up the likes of Tawheed Hridoy, Litan Das, and setting UAE on the path to a famous victory, a famous series victory, and will certainly be looking to continue that good form this evening at the D10. One of the key bowlers for Abu Dhabi, and good to see him back in the side, bowling to Ronak Panoli. Down the leg side, will be a wide to open up. Not a big turner of the ball, but he will keep plugging away on that wicket-to-wicket line.
Very impressive, whether it's a flat deck or even on a batting paradise, he knows how to get those wickets. It was a brilliant spell with the new ball against Bangladesh, which helped UAE to put Bangladesh under pressure.
Straight to the extra cover. A misfield will allow Ronak Panoli to get off the mark. Need to do a lot better in the inner circle there. Umair Ali Khan, very, very experienced campaigner.
Always busy in the field, Umair Ali Khan. And left hand right hand combination means there will be a lot of changes in the field.
Yeah, mirroring the field they set for Ronak. There is a long on and a deep mid wicket in place for Zainullah. He's really come forward leaps and bounds in terms of his batting. Just 16 years of age, or 17 rather. Very, very talented young all-rounder. Good left arm wrist spinner as well. Made off in the circle.
Bowling.
Nudged into the gap at deep mid wicket. They will think about two but settle for one. So safely off the mark this evening.
Good to see youngsters coming from the ranks of under 16 and under 19. And full marks should be given to the Dubai management for providing such a wonderful platform to these youngsters.
Oh, absolutely. All under the guidance of Mr. Amin Farooq. Straying onto the pads again. The plan seems to be do not offer any width outside off to Ronak Panoli. Try to cramp him for room.
This has been the problem for Ronak Panoli. No feet movement. Just trying to use those wrists against Haider Ali. So a good start by Haider. So far a boundary-less over.
2 wins in 5 matches so far for Team Dubai. So they are in the mix. Usually have had a struggle in these D tournaments, especially opening up. But they're looking decent in this campaign. Good fielding at extra by Ronak Panoli. That was hit with some force by Zainullah.
Not trying to go aerial. Playing down the ground. Runs are coming in the shape of just singles for Dubai.
Remember, 3 overs of power play, 2 mandatory. Then you have the option of taking it before the 9th over. Oh, this time he has connected. Beautiful flick of the wrist. 1 bounce.
Still no feet movement, but he'll take these runs. Good hand-eye coordination coming in from Ronak Panoli. And it was in the radar. No fielder station towards that square leg region. 1 bounce, 4 runs. So the first boundary of this innings from the blade of Ronak Panoli.
He got it right on the 3rd time of asking. Haider Ali. Up and over mid-on. And it will sail for 6.
Trying out too many things is Haider Ali. An easy picking. And ends with the flourish. It's 15 for no loss at the end of over number 1. Good strike by Ronak Panoli. Bowling in his radar, and there you go. What a connection. So plenty of runs. A good start for Dubai. It's 15 for no loss.
Siam Khan will be sharing the new ball with Haider Ali. So a new combination taking the new ball for Abu Dhabi this evening. Coming around the wicket to Zainullah. Forcing drive and deep third has no chance. Great timing and placement.
Oh, what a shot. First boundary for young Rahmani. It wasn't a bad delivery, but look at the timing and placement. Leaning on the front foot, and there you go towards that point region. What a connection. 4 runs for Zainullah Rahmani.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of Zainullah with the ball, but in the last 6 months, he has really worked on his batting, seems like. Was there a bottom edge on that one? Don't think the catch was taken by Atisham. Or maybe just kissing the knee roll of the front pad. Good delivery though, good comeback.
The first one, it was towards that off stick. Now what a comeback. Sharply coming into Zainullah Rahmani going past that leg stick, generating some serious pace. Siam Khan.
Yeah, they have a good fast bowling stable. Siam Khan, Haider Razak, Ibrar Ahmed, Zia Mukhtar on the bench as well. This is close, but maybe just drifting down like Zainullah. Would have been gone for all measures. Plenty of confusion between Ronak and Zainullah.
At one end, it's Abu Dhabi captain who's furious. Now, Ronak Panoli. He was the one who called for that run. Now sending him back now. Yes and no. But luckily, no damage has been done. And you can hear what he's trying to say to his partner.
Yeah, plenty of comedy being provided by Zainullah and Ronak on stump mic. To be fair, it was his call. Zainullah completely lost at sea. Almost got himself run out. But it's all well that ends well. Calling is so important. It's not a regular opening pair for Team Dubai. But he's gotten off to a start here, Ronak. So many times we say that. But can he provide the follow-through for Team Dubai this evening? That one kept a touch low there. Skiddy bowler getting that variable bounce.
An all-important game for these two sides, and Abu Dhabi, they'll be looking to maintain their momentum going into this game against Dubai. It all depends on the start. A good partnership between these two youngsters.
So far so good. 20 for no loss in the power play. Slower delivery has been read and smashed. Is that a sixer or is it one bounce? I think he's connected cleanly enough.
He's looking good. Just cannot make a mistake by bowling into Ronak Panoli, trying to bring that change of pace, not working in favor of Siam Khan. But definitely it worked for Ronak Panoli. What a connection. All eyes wide open. That focus and determination of Ronak Panoli.
Yeah, take out your frustration on the opposition, not on Zainullah. That's the plan. Goes again and clears. Hitting from the crease and leaking runs is Siam Khan.
Was firmly struck towards the same direction, but this time the result is 4 runs. Just trying to increase the pace. Yet again stand and delivered by Ronak Panoli. With ease, he cleared that mid-on fielder. The power play going in favor of Dubai. It's 30 for no loss, and the signal from Ronak Panoli, he wants to take that floating power play. 2 overs done, 30 for no loss.
So yes, we are getting the floating power play immediately from Dubai. Off to a flyer. Umair Ali Khan will be brought in to change the equation. Tell us more about him, Mudassir Ali.
Experience. Represented UAE national side way back in 2015, but now a regular face in the domestic circuit. 5 wickets to his name, and look at that economy. Whenever he's on the field, he makes sure to perform for his side. This bat or with the ball. He needs to bring his experience in this over.
Very intelligent bowler. Mixes it up. Keeps the batters guessing. Floaty delivery and... and he's an entertainer for sure.
Absolutely. Whenever he's on the field, it's all about those fun banter between him and the opposition. But he's looking serious, Zainullah Rahmani.
Long on and a square leg in position for Zainullah on the onside. And bowling according to his field, but it's gone finer. Ali Abid just about gets there. And that's not great running between the wickets. They should have pressed harder for a lot more.
Always the second run, but we can hear that he asked his partner to just stop at the non-striker end. Not a good idea. You need to trust your partner. He's also looking good, got a boundary, but he wants to take that full advantage of that power play, Ronak Panoli.
They are teammates at club level, Umair Ali Khan and Ronak Panoli. So this will be a good battle within the scheme of things. A long on, deep mid wicket in place. So Ronak wants to take the game by the scruff of the neck in the power play. Will find the gap, but not quite out of the middle. Half a finger on it. Will slow it down. And all that for just the one run.
Now look at that Umar Ali Khan running towards his teammate. A brilliant stop by Nadeem. Certainly saving 3 runs for his side. He denied that second run. And on the very next ball, all he got is just 1 run.
He certainly enjoyed that piece of fielding. The big lad at extra cover. Nadeem might have a role to play with his left arm spin as well. Those drifting arm deliveries. Excellent ball, but it's gone fine. And this time Ali Abid won't get there.
Such a cruel game sometimes. What a delivery. Unlucky is Umar Ali Khan, but lucky enough to get those 4 runs. It was in the block hole. An inside edge going past that fine leg fielder. No stopping. These two youngsters providing a flying start to Dubai.
Yeah, absolutely, because it does look like this pitch is playing better under the floodlights. It's skidding on, coming on nicely. So they need that 115, 120 sort of score maybe. So far, the power play session has been very good for the men in blue. A flick, and what a shot. 1 bounce. Zainullah Rahmani. Mighty impressive.
A dashing shot from Zainullah Rahmani. He committed to play towards that leg side. Change of pace, but he went after Umar Ali Khan. Leaning on that front foot. And look at those strong releases. Just 16 years old. But what a connection.
That has stunned him into silence. Umar Ali Khan does not like to be mistreated like that. A touch of arrogance in the way he just flicked it. Not a bad power play over. But Dubai are looking rock solid. 40 for no loss. I'm sure Rohan Mustafa will be slightly concerned here. Still keeping that mid wicket in long on. Haider Razak just moving a touch squarer. Umar Ali Khan has looked to bowl very straight to Zainullah, trying to cramp him for room. Smart batting by the youngster. Creates his own room and smashes it for 4.
Clever piece of batting. Playing with the field. Mind games. So 3 fours in a row from the blade of Zainul Rahmani. There was a couple of fielders towards the leg side, making a room and goes towards the offside. And watch an over. And they continues to excel with the bat. Dubai are in control. 3 overs done. 44 for none.
Abrar Ahmed coming into the attack. Well, Rohan Mustafa is searching for solutions here, Mudassar Ali, because Dubai are off to a flying start.
Even the premier fast bowler playing his 6th match only got 1 wicket to his name. An economy of almost 9 runs per over. Desperately looking for that breakthrough. Persisting with the fast bowlers here.
Yeah, maybe Basil Hamid could have been an option. Picked up 2 wickets earlier in the afternoon against Ajman. Bowled really well. So now the field can be spread. Power play overs are done. Crashed over point. But 1 bounce. Smart field setting. But Ronak Panoli only knows one way. And he's going to counter punch, that is for sure.
Bowling as per the field. Not afraid to take on Ibrar. Just a single, but a positive approach. A positive intent by Zainullah and Ronak Panoli. Runs are coming thick and fast for Dubai. Quite surprisingly, no Haider Razak.
Yeah, player of the match in the previous game. Maybe they're holding him back for the slog overs. Taking a look at the field for Zainullah. 3 men deep on the onside, square leg, mid-wicket, long on. Mid-off is in the circle. Deep point and deep cover as well. So third and mid-off and fine in the 30-yard ring. Oh, that's a shocking delivery. 5 wides gifted to raise the 50.
It's not only about the runs coming from the blade of Zainullah and Ronak. Now Ibrar helping them. With the 5 extras coming around the wicket, trying to come into Zainullah. Wayward delivery, no stopping. A valiant effort from the wicket keeper. But 5 runs will be added to the total of Dubai.
Got it completely wrong there. Your natural trajectory gets the ball coming into the left-hander anyway. And you have a cushion on the offside. So you can afford to bowl outside off. You have a deep point and a deep cover. Flicked but will land in front of mid-wicket. Not on their A game so far are Abu Dhabi. Maybe tired legs from playing a match already.
But I'm loving this. These two youngsters are not afraid to take on the fast bowlers of Abu Dhabi. A calculative risk so far taken by Zainullah and Ronak. It's playing their second game. Conditions are really tough. But they are known to play in such conditions, Ahmed.
Almost certainly. Outside edge and past the short third. Everything running the way of Dubai at the moment.
Wasn't a bad delivery, but lucky enough is Ronak Panoli. Deliberately opened the face of the blade and going past the diving fielder short third man. 4 runs. Runs are coming thick and fast for Dubai.
Frustrating times for Rohan Mustafa. No bowler is allowing him to create some sort of control on the innings. 50 has been raised very early. Punched over extra. There is a fielder in the deep. They should pick up 2. Poor running. That is poor running from Ronak. Should always be heading through for the second.
Won't be easy because it was the Haider Ali who has a very strong arm. Runs are coming, Ahmed, so why to take a risk? But this game is all about runs. Every run matters.
Fabulous start here. Zainullah is into the 20s as well. Oh, didn't know much about that. The periscope was left up. And that is a clean catch for me. They'll need to make sure what has happened there. I think that's off the blade.
Everyone are convinced. Rahmani unmoved. So is the on-field umpire. Now they'll be having a conversation between them. It's Himangi and Sunish. But what a delivery. Peach of a delivery. Well-directed bouncer.
Oh, that was an absolute ripper. And it was so quick he couldn't get down in time. Zainullah has refused to move. But I think that is off the bat flush. Let's take a look here. Yeah, that's off the bat. That's off the inner edge or the glove. And a great catch by Etisham. Great game awareness from the wicketkeeper.
If Rahmani thinks there's no bat or glove involved, by this time he would be in the hospital.
So let's just make double sure that they've got him. TV umpire will have his role to play as well. Rohan Mustafa, you're protesting all you want, but when we've got the third umpire facility, I don't think there's any room you have to argue with the on-field official. You can always check upstairs and make sure exactly what has transpired. But seems to be an A-OK dismissal to me. Let's get further confirmation.
This is what happened. A well-directed bouncer hitting that glove. And what a take. Wrong-footed but recovered well in time. But the decision not going in favor of Abu Dhabi. Still not convinced.
So Zainullah will survive. Very lucky indeed. Ibrar Shah with a ripper of a ball, really reared up at him. Partnership will continue. Excellent start for Team Dubai. Ibrar leaking runs as well. A beautiful slow delivery. Through the shot very early indeed. 4 overs done. Yep, the over is completed. 56 for no loss. High volume of boundaries hit already by Dubai in just 4 overs. As Rohan Mustafa will continue. Long on, mid-wicket square leg in position. That has been absolutely drilled, but straight to the fielder.
And look at, they only played 5 dot deliveries so far. That clearly shows they are dominating the proceeding out there in the middle, both Zainullah and Ronak.
You make an excellent point about the dot deliveries. That has been one of their major problems, that it's either a boundary or a dot. They've certainly rectified that, worked on that in the summer break. And they're rotating the strike nicely here. But will they be able to maintain this momentum outside the power play? That will be key.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not about the start. How you end is important. 130 is the predictor, score predictor here.
Not looking to do anything fancy with the ball. Bowling as full as possible is Rohan Mustafa. Now one of this pair will need to take a risk or two here. Don't worry about your personal milestones or your personal innings. 21 of 14. Zainullah, where will we be eyeing for a boundary? There is a big gap between long on and mid-wicket. Very full indeed. Excellent bowling from Rohan.
They need a tight over, a boundaryless over. The captain so far doing a good job here.
Maybe spin is the way forward for Abu Dhabi. Plenty of mind games being played with Zainullah. He hasn't shifted in his crease just yet.
That's good to see. He's trying to be innovative. Another one in the block hole. It's not easy to take on Rohan Mustafa.
How easily and how consistently is he landing those Yorkers? Outstanding bowling indeed. got tied up in the pads but drifting down leg. Halfway point of the innings. Dubai looking solid. 59 for no loss.
Halfway stage, 59 for none are Team Dubai. 21 of 17 for Zainullah, 24 of 13 for Ronak Panoli. What an over that was from Rohan Mustafa. Just given away 3 runs. But these two batters are looking rock solid. In comes Haider Razak. It was in the slot. It will be cut off by Siam Khan. A belter of a track. And the batters are definitely enjoying their outing order. And a perfect time for me to introduce you to my co-commentator, Shoaib Ahmed. Welcome back.
Thank you, Rizwan. Good evening, everyone who's joined us for this encounter between Abu Dhabi and Dubai at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. And like you mentioned, not a wicket lost by Dubai. This is exhilarating to watch from the youngsters, especially the way Ronak has batted today. 25 of 14 for him, more importantly. He is looking set in the middle. Full toss and played away in the gap. This should be 2 with 2 young cricketers in the middle. Ronak Panoli makes it in time.
Fresh legs looking absolutely brilliant. Both the batters in blue color jersey representing Team Dubai. Zainullah Rahmani, quite a good find for Team Dubai. Usually it's Ronak Panoli and Israr who tend to open the innings. They've made some changes and it has been fruitful for them. Didn't quite get the connection right on that occasion. So far, so good from Team Dubai, except for the previous over where Ronak Panoli didn't go big against Rohan Mustafa. They've been clinical throughout.
Yes, it's important that they have wickets in hand so that they can then look to accelerate in the last 3 overs. 63 on the board, so maybe 120 should be their target. Change in the field. Rohan Mustafa comes inside the 30-yard circle. And Ronak Panoli goes exactly that area. Up and over Rohan Mustafa. No chance, 4 runs.
He knew Rohan Mustafa was inside the circle. All he had to do was clear that inner circle, and he does it with ease. Look at that. Quite brilliant from Ronak Panoli, and he's made it look so easy. He's looking quite destructive today, Ronak Panoli.
Just the ideal start. Not the best of bowling from Haider Razak. He's sent Rohan Mustafa back onto the boundary ropes and brings the square leg inside the 30-yard circle. Now shuffles Ronak. A misfield from Haider Razak. And they scamper through for a run.
I was having a chat with Ronak Panoli at the toss. He was quite happy with the result. They even wanted to bat first, and they've provided the perfect foundation for the team to go past that 100-run mark, given the kind of batting lineup Team Abu Dhabi possesses. The likes of Ali Abid, Rohan Mustafa, a lot of good players in the ranking there. Zainullah goes big and has found the maximum.
Well shot from Haider Razak, and Zainullah, he manages to tonk that over cow corner. Beautiful flow of the hands, and the ball goes the distance. Full extension of the arms. Brilliantly done by Zainullah. 6 overs, 74 for no loss. So the dominance from Team Dubai continues in this first innings. They're on 74 and Rohan Mustafa brings himself into the attack. Starts with a Yorker. Wanted to guide that towards the short third, misses Ronak Panoli. And he's so quick with his bowling, Rohan. Flatter. Will only get a single.
Well, he's mixing it up really well. Yet to see the likes of Basil Hamid or Mohammad Nadeem, for the matter of fact. The pace battery has gone for runs. Haider Ali was taken. They scored about 13, 14 odd runs in the first over. So they've been quite comfortable. A good wicket to bat on. It looks like a belter of a track. And they would look to go past that 110 run mark, Shoaib.
Yeah, with 10 wickets in hand, you would want them to get there. Anything less than that, and Abu Dhabi will find the victory in that. Not going to be easy to score runs off Rohan Mustafa. He's experienced and he's very effective with those Yorkers.
The only downside for Team Dubai that I felt was it's either Ronak Panoli or Zainullah Rahmani or Israr who've been scoring those runs for them. The middle order and the lower middle order has not been exposed. Well, I think he's bowled him. Was he? No, I think it's the glove that hit the timber.
A very risky shot to place against Rohan because he's mostly bowling those Yorkers. So unless you can really lean forward, and convert that Yorker into a full toss, it's going to be a very risky shot. This time it's a wide down the leg side, but he's still going for those darting Yorkers.
The numbers says it all. 6 runs given. He's into his final delivery and a beautiful Yorker yet again. And he's ensured he's just given away 7 runs. That will bring us to the end of over number 7. 78 for none.
.78 on the board in 7 overs. 3 more overs to go. Umair Ali Khan comes into the attack. A full toss, catches the call, fielder waiting, and that's the end of the innings for Ronak Panoli. Umair Ali Khan strikes just at the right time for Abu Dhabi.
Well, he's been brought with a plan and he's executed that well. Slower delivery, full toss, didn't have pace on that at all, and straight into the hands of Ibrar, who does not miss. He's got safe pair of hands. Ronak, after providing a solid start, will have to depart. 38 of 21 for him, and Dubai lose their first. 78 for 1.
At number 3 for Team Dubai is Israr Ahmed. Has had a good outing in the domestic circuit at the other venues. Now has to bring all that form in this game for Team Dubai. Hasn't been able to fire in this edition of the Emirates D10. Hopefully he can do that tonight for Team Dubai. Umair Ali Khan started it off with a wicket to his name. Israr is off the mark straight away on a low full toss. He's looking for the second and will get there comfortably in the end.
Rightly said, Shoaib, talking about Israr, as you always say, he's been the architect for Team Legend Warriors. Let's have a look at that wicket one more time. Slow delivery, full toss. He didn't really hit it hard and straight into the hands of Ebrar. Has been quite prolific with the run scoring. Israr in the D50 series that was concluded recently, and in the shorter format is yet to find his form.
Yes, it's the biggest platform that you can get to express yourself, and Israr Ahmed short and wide. So there's a different kind of pressure in this tournament, especially when you're playing against the best of the best in the UAE.
Most certainly. You have to get your A game out, and what we've noticed in the last couple of overs, especially from Rohan Mustafa and Umair Ali Khan, they're mixing it up very well, not giving that pace on offer, ensuring they've kept them away from those boundaries. Brilliant comeback, but they're yet to make sure that they do not let them cross that 110 figure mark.
Yes, last few overs have been good, and that's because of the planning they've put into place. Look at the field set. Nicely done for the left-handed Zainullah. They've got a packed onside field on the boundary ropes because they know that he's very strong in that zone. And this is another brilliant over from Umair Ali Khan. No boundary yet.
It's a long boundary for Zainullah Rahmani towards the onside. You need to middle it really well, especially with so subtle change in pace. You need to have a lot of muscular power to clear the boundary ropes. Walks down the wicket, gets the connection right, but there will be a fielder. Ali Abid. Is there an opportunity? Yeah, there was an opportunity to get Zainullah Rahmani run out, but Umair Ali Khan misses it.
There was a chance. A direct hit would have been game over, but he did try to dislodge the bails. Ali Abid did well to grab that, but the throw was not all that good. It was wayward, and Umair Ali Khan could have just gone ahead and disturbed the bails with the ball in his hand. Decides to throw and results in an overthrow. 8 overs, 87 for 1. $87 for 1 after 8. 12 legal deliveries to go. Ibrar to Israr. Starts with a fuller delivery. Played for a single by Israr. Singles should be okay for Abu Dhabi here, Rizwan.
Certainly. And Ibrar, well, he was a bit wavered in the previous over. Gave away those 5 extras, 5 wides. He's got to come back with a plan. Just got to ensure that they put a lid on the scoring, especially in the death overs. 32 of 23 for Zainullah Rahmani. He's looked good. Israr trying to go big. He's yet to find the meat of the bat. Beautiful Yorker. Executing it perfectly. He's done that umpteenth number of times, Ibrar.
He's become a death bowler specialist now for Abu Dhabi, and in 10 overs, almost every over is a death over. But he's adapted well. He's bowling those Yorkers to perfection and has really shown that he's got the ability and the confidence to play at the highest level. Well, that's a slower delivery. Nicely picked up by Israr, but straight to the fielder. at long off. Basil Hamid completes the catch, and that variation from Ibrar doing the trick.
It's always the variations, the slow delivery from Ibrar. When you have Ibrar out in the middle, you expect those 140 clicks and a change in pace and safe pair of hands. Basil Hamid picks up a beautiful catch and Israr departs 89 for 2.
Vaibhav Govikar, another rising star in the UAE, very technically sound, and more importantly, he's a left-handed batter, so brings that flavor to the side. And first up, a full toss, hit high, and a brilliant effort. Outstanding, extraordinary. What an effort, saved certain runs for his side. They'll want to check that, but full marks for the effort.
That's exactly what you need in the field. It was high and the fielder did everything to put it inside the boundary line. Let's have a look at that. Oh, absolutely magnificent. Look at that. Quite impressive. And he just ensured, I think it's Haider Razak, he got it inside the boundary line.
It will be important to see when he releases the ball, his foot, is it still in the air or has it touched the ground? Oh, that's frame by frame. Yeah, I think he's done well from the reverse. There, this is where he leaves the ball. His foot is still in the air. And it's landed inside the ropes, so that's okay as well. Waiting for the umpire's call. It's not a boundary, says Sunish. So, what an effort from Haider Razak. Just brilliant. No surprise that he's standing in that mid-wicket region. Seems like a good fielder.
Well, certainly is. He's saved a couple of runs for the team. Rohan Mustafa this time ensures a brilliant throw. I reckon that will be referred upstairs, or we'll have to wait and watch. Rohan Mustafa did well.
Well, guess what? The bails haven't fallen. Kamran Atta behind the stumps. That's nicely done. And look at the keeper. Holds it, throws it. And it doesn't hit the stumps, but it hits the mic. Ehtisham, the man behind the stumps, not Kamran Atta, beg your pardon. Basil Hamid does well, rolls over, fields the ball, and 2 more is what Dubai get. End of the over, 1 more over to go. Dubai are 95 for 2. So 9 overs, 95 for 2. Last over of this innings. And it's going to be Haider Razak to bowl his second over. Zainullah on strike. Goes for the Yorker, Razak. They should get 2 runs and will get there comfortably.
With the kind of start they had, especially the likes of Ronak Panoli and Zainullah, they were looking to go past that 110 run mark. Rohan Mustafa, Umair Ali, they did well. They managed to come back in this game. Just That was Rohan Mustafa there on the screens. And they've managed to put a lid on the scoring, which is a positive sign for Team Abu Dhabi. And with the kind of score they have and the way the wicket is behaving, they are in this contest. Full toss, carved away towards the offside. It will just be a single. They have a very strong batting unit. Junaid, talking about Rohan Mustafa, Ali Abed, Basil Hamid, Mohammad Nadeem, the list goes on. They bat till the end. They wouldn't mind if Dubai go past that 105 run mark.
Dubai looking to accelerate now. They've got 8 wickets in hand. They need to find boundaries. Hits it straight. Hits it like an arrow. One bounce and over the ropes for 4.
Well, he's been in sublime form, Vaibhav Govekar. Yesterday they won a major tournament in the UAE. He was representing the Legend Warriors and today joining the party as well for Team Dubai. He's been in good nick. Has played at the highest level in India. Has represented Goa at Ranji Trophy.
Pulled away in the gap, will land safely. Big gap between long on and mid wicket, and Govekar gets 2 more. So some runs and some acceleration from the left-handed batter.
Both of them will have to get those. This was half tracker and just didn't get the, he's got that elevation but not the distance. Zainullah Rahmani, he did provide that foundation.
Goes for the Yorker. Nicely done by Haider Razak. Single should be okay. He says, don't throw, don't give an extra run. Single is fine. $105 for 2. This has been a good performance from both the teams, I would say, Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi will be happy to chase anything around this 105 run mark. And Dubai will also look to defend. Now, there's a very different bowling run-up. Ball in the other hand, and then grabs it with his bowling arm. Throw at the stumps, and that is it. A run out. Finally, he gets it right. A bullseye, and Dubai lose their 3rd wicket on the last ball of the innings.
Ehtisham does well, heads the timber, dismantles the furniture, and Vaibhav Govekar will be adjourned run out. Well, in the end, they've managed to score 105, Team Dubai. They would have expected to go past that 110 run, 115 run mark. And Team Abu Dhabi manages to come back strongly towards the death over, especially Umair Ali Khan, Rohan Mustafa. Rohan was quite exceptional with the bowling performance today.
So that is how this first innings panned out. Batting first, Dubai got to 105 thanks to a very solid opening stand between Ronak Panoli and Zainullah. Ronak scoring 38, Zainullah scoring 36, and some fireworks from Vaibhav and Israr, and they managed to cross the triple figure mark. While looking at the bowling of Abu Dhabi, 2 successful bowlers, Umair Ali Khan getting a wicket and Ibrar bowled really well, economy of 10, and got a wicket to his name as well. So Dubai batting first, got to a decent start, especially Ronak Panoli enjoyed batting in the power play, hit some beautiful strokes all around the park, and Zainullah showed his class and style as well. Ronak was surprisingly very solid and confident in his approach, showed some temperament, stayed there for some time, but they also punished the poor balls time and time again. Those low full tosses from Umar Ali Khan were taken for a few runs, and some luck went Dubai's way as well in the first innings. But overall, a good solid start meant that Dubai could look to cross the triple figure mark. However, Ronak Panoli was taken out of the equation by Umar Ali Khan, and then another wicket fell soon after as the run out was effected on that last ball of the innings. So 106 runs is what Abu Dhabi needs in the 10 overs to win this game. It's the second game for Abu Dhabi today. Let's find out if they can chase it or not after a short break. Good evening and welcome back. It's time for the second innings of this match number 19. Dubai taking on Abu Dhabi at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. The Seven Districts presents Emirates D10 powered by Fancode. Batting first, Dubai have got 105 on the board, and it's 106 that Abu Dhabi look to chase in the second innings in the 10 overs. Well, they've managed to do that once already today earlier in the day when they played match number 17, and this time they'll look to replicate that. Not a bad batting performance from Dubai, to be honest. 38 and 36 at the top for Dubai. The openers doing the job, and it's now on the batters of Abu Dhabi to chase this down. Good evening, everyone, as I welcome you all to this exciting encounter. My name is Shoaib, and I've been joined by Mudassir Ali in the commentary gantry.
Thank you, Shoaib. And just 16 dot balls played by the batters of Dubai, and those 2 overs bowled by Rohan Mustafa going for just 7 runs. That is the big difference in Dubai's total. At one stage they were looking to go beyond 120, but all they could manage is just 106. The captain yet again rising to the occasion with the ball. 6 innings, 158 runs so far in this tournament with the bat. A strike at almost 167. He needs to get those runs. Alongside him is Junaid Khan Afridi. Not in good tournament so far. He started off really well, but the last couple of games got out cheaply. And they will be up against the fast express Zishan Nasir. 8 wickets to his name. Known for generating some serious pace.
Yes, one of the few quickest bowlers in the UAE. As the umpire Himangi says, let's play. Zishan Nasir will be bowling to Rohan Mustafa.
Straight away off the mark. And good to see. From UAE we have Himangi, and if you talk about the associate nations, we have Shivani Mishra from Qatar. A good platform provided by Emirates Cricket Board to our female umpire Himangi, in fact.
Yes, what is really pleasing is that associate countries are able to bring out talent in the form of officials. As you mentioned, Shivani Mishra from Qatar and Himangi from UAE. We know full member nations do have a structure in place, but what is really impressive is that Emirates Cricket Board is also investing in the match officials and ensuring that it's a fair playground for everyone, for all stakeholders involved in the game.
Oh, absolutely, and good to see the rise of the women cricket here in United Arab Emirates. Like Safi Shah, are always among the runs for UAE women's side.
Inside edge. Well, it's been a happy month, this month of May, for UAE cricket in general. For the women's side, they got the ODI status. And we all know UAE Bangladesh. UAE won a historic series. Himangi, right now on your screens, one of the upcoming female umpires in the UAE, and she's done well. She's been very impressive, has had a good game so far. Swing and a miss, and Shivangi says not a wide. Rather Himangi, beg your pardon.
It will be interesting to see the replay of the previous delivery here. Some movement in the air, coming wide of the crease. A late movement, that initial shuffle from Rohan Mustafa might be the reason it has been called as a legal delivery.
Slice in the air, beats the fielder at mid-off. Danish Qureshi with the chase. He does well to stop that. Oh, Rohan Mustafa, he's going for the third risk at the striking end. And Junaid Khan Afridi, he finally somehow manages to get there, but too much of risk involved in that extra run.
You need to be on your toes when you're running alongside Rohan Mustafa. Not a proper connection. Somehow he manages to keep it away from the reach of mid-off field, and look at that running between the wickets. A slight delay from Danish and Zainul Rahmani, and he forced his partner to go for the third run. A wayward throw. So 3 runs for Rohan Mustafa and for Abu Dhabi. It's a tight over so far from Zishan Nasir. Played straight towards mid-off, needed a better throw. So running hard between the wickets. First over done and dusted. Abu Dhabi 6 for no loss.
Six runs in the first over, so not the ideal start for Abu Dhabi, although Rohan did show his intent. He's looking to score runs and looking to capitalize in the power play overs, but they've not been able to do so in that Zishan over. And now it's going to be Mohammad Irfan for Team Dubai. 6 wickets in 6 matches, economy of 10.94. Not bad at all.
He's lethal with the new ball. The problem with him is bowling at the back end of the innings. In the air, but there is a fielder station, a backward deep point. Yet to consider boundary. And the Dubai bowlers.
One arm over, still 5 to come.
A good start, at least he's bowling to his field, Irfan. He's got a deep point in place for the right-handed Junaid. Now it's going to be Rohan. So change in the field for the left-handed batter. They've got a deep square leg and a deep third on the boundary ropes. Every other fielder is inside the 30-yard circle. Driven. Very risky to be bowling that full length delivery with both the fielders inside the 30-yard circle.
Well, luckily for Irfan, it was just a single. He was shaping up to go big towards that leg side. He was in an awkward position. So far, Abu Dhabi managing those runs in the shape of singles and doubles. A good start, yet to consider boundary here. But the good news for Abu Dhabi, 10 wickets intact. A big heave, lofted over that mid-off fielder. Is it a maximum? Beautifully managed here. A bit fuller. And a maximum from the blade of Junaid.
Yeah, he was bowling a very risky length. With the field setting that he has to bowl a little short. You can't bowl close. Junaid Khan Afridi plays up and over. Easy pickings, and it's gone the distance too. Beyond the ropes for a 6. First 6 of this innings.
Another one towards the offside channel, but this time he finds the fielder. Not a good looking shot. Trying to loft over Israr. He finds Israr Ahmad at mid-off.
Again full. The shot was definitely on. But Junaid not able to play that up and over the fielder. Miscalculation resulting in a mishap. Junaid Afridi out for 9 of 6. It's 14 for 1. Ali Abid at number 3. Strike rate of 217, which is just brilliant. Average of 24 is also very good in this series. So has had a good outing. Ali Abid has been part of the Abu Dhabi team for the longest time. Mudassir, we've seen him from day one. He's like the MS Dhoni for Chennai. Hasn't changed his team since the inception of the D series.
Loyal servant, Ali Abid. Straight away. Oh, what an effort coming from Israr Ahmed. But off the mark with that maximum. Not a bad shot from the blade of Ali Abid.
Yeah, that was a good field change first up. They got the long off in place for Ali Abid, invited him to play that shot. Good effort from Israr. But I think he was just a little too away from the boundary ropes, a little too inside. Had he been on the ropes, he would have had a better chance of grabbing that. But yeah, good effort nevertheless. Short and wide. A dot ball to end the over. Not a bad over for Abu Dhabi. They've got 2 sixes in that one. It's 20 for 1 after 2. So another over of power play is what we are going to witness. That's what the sign means from Himangi. So 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle allowed. Good decision from Team Abu Dhabi. Rohan and Ali Abid in the middle for them.
It became a trend for the top order batter. Even if they don't get the runs in the first 2 overs, they will opt for that floating power play. But a good decision, keeping in mind it's Ali Abid next to, alongside Rohan Mustafa. And they'll be eyeing to get few runs in this over of Israr.
Rohan hits that, beats the fielder at mid-off. Danish a little slow off the blocks, I felt. And a life for Rohan. He had his heart in his mouth, and you can see that Mr. Amin Farooq is not a happy man.
Furious. And as a captain, you need to make sure to have a right fielder at the right position. All you need is some effort. Especially when you want to get rid of someone like Rohan Mustafa, you want some extra effort, and straight away, I reckon there will be change in the field for Danish. He has been sent to the fine leg from mid-off.
Oh, so now Danish Qureshi is being demoted in a way to deep fine leg. Another hit, this time much better from Rohan. Clears his front leg, pushes that over mid-off, and back-to-back boundaries for Rohan Mustafa.
This time a much better looking shot. Played away from the reach of a mid-off fielder. He's looking strong now. Back-to-back boundaries for Rohan Mustafa and more runs for Abu Dhabi. Fine leg is also an important position, the field, but played inside out. In fact, he clears that short third man, 1 bounce, 4 runs.
Hat-trick of boundaries. 4-4-4 for Rohan Mustafa. Slashes at it. Too much of width on offer, allowing Rohan to free his arms. And he's taking on Israr Ahmed. Enjoying his outing against Israr. And the power play overs put to full use by Rohan.
Really don't understand the tactics of Captain Ronak Panoli. You could have easily used Zishan Nasi to bowl this over. All important over, going for runs, forcing Ronak Panoli to make those changes in the field is Rohan Mustafa. Backward point and long of two fielders outside 30-yard circle. In the air, but away from the fielder. Look at that running between the wickets. Lightning quick is Ali Abid and Rohan Mustafa. And they're going for the third run. Suicidal, not needed. Oh, what have you done here? Rohan Mustafa, there was never the third run.
Never run on a misfield, they say, and this is exactly why. Rohan Mustafa a little too over-ambitious, a little too greedy. There was a misfield by the keeper, and they went for that risky run. Wasi Shah not able to collect the ball cleanly. Danish Qureshi throwing it to Wasi, and Ali Abid was way too far away from the crease. He'll walk back dejected. Abu Dhabi lose their second wicket. It's 34 for 2. Basil Hamid hasn't had a good run with the bat. Average of 3, strike rate of 90. Not very promising numbers, but should look to change that. Starts with a good delivery. Yes, no again. They don't want another run out. Rohan Mustafa. He's a live wire, but sometimes that works against him, Mudassir.
And that too, you need to know the strengths of your partner as well. You have already got plenty of runs. Why to risk a wicket for just another single here? There was never the third run. And luckily, some relief for Danish. A good backup coming from Danish Qureshi. A quick single, a direct hit. Are we going upstairs? They are convinced here. Good pickup and release.
And they'll definitely want to check. Direct hits are close, but Rohan is very quick between the wickets. He says it's. He thinks he's made it, but they'll want to have another look at it. Bat in the air. Now he grounds it and comfortably makes it. Good throw, good fielding from Team Dubai. End of the third over, 35 for 2. Wahab Hassan with a new hairstyle. Almost difficult to recognize. Cuts it away, Basil Hamid. Will bring Rohan back on strike. And Rohan still in that indoor cricket mood. Every misfield, he thinks it's a run.
Lift them over.
Important that Rohan bats all throughout. So 36 for 2. Wahab will have a role to play. Wahab Hassan. Not this one. Clearly missing the stumps. And leg by is signalled by Sunish. So not a bad move to bowl that quicker one. Changing his pace against Rohan Mustafa. But that was clearly missing the stumps.
A bit animated here, Wahab Hassan. Is it something to do with UAE beating Bangladesh, his hairstyle? Kick outside edge. Running hard is Rohan Mustafa.
Well, he was not even in the team, Wahab. But maybe because UAE won, he must have felt the need of having a different hairstyle, just like Dhoni did after winning the 2007 World Cup. Cut his hair short. And after the 2011 World Cup, he shaved his head. MSD. Wahab Hassan, beg your pardon. What do you make of this new hairstyle? Did you like the previous one or do you like this one more, Mudassir?
I think the previous one was something, it was catching to the eye. He took all the spotlight. That hairstyle taking those some brilliant, breathtaking catches. It's not able to recognize in this new haircut here, Wahab Hassan.
Yes. You need to cover first. You call. पहला रन आप नहीं, एटलीस्ट आप एक आध स्टेप आओगे तो it will be easy for you then.
So Basil Hamid, he's got some time on his hands today. He's got the opportunity to score some runs and get his form back. Good over this so far from Wahab Hassan. Flatter, quicker. Missed by Basil.
Where is Nadeem? They're chasing 106. Instead of Nadeem, they have sent Basil Hamid. All he needs to do is just rotate, strike, middle the ball, take those singles, get Rohan back on strike. So far a tight over, just 3 runs. Oh, what a delivery, following the batter here. Started off really well, Wahab Hassan going for just 4 runs. So 4 overs done, Abu Dhabi 40 for the loss of 2.
Ronak Panoli, the captain of Dubai, coming into bowl. Very risky move, I would say. Captain's coming into bowl. Of course, Ronak Panoli has bowled a lot in the domestic circuit. Will be interesting to see how he's bowled in this season, in this edition of the 7 districts Emirates D10. Wanted to go big. Rohan. And that mistimed hit also meant that he had something to say to himself.
Using the feet. Boundaries are hard to come here. Key has been the length from the spinners. Ronak Panoli in his first over. 3 wickets. Quite impressive, that economy, 6.67. But still, I think he's not a kind of a regular bowler you want at this stage.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's playing as a full regular bowler. Is he filling that role of the fifth bowler? He's done well. He's not given away any boundary yet. So maybe that decision working in favor of Team Dubai. Not taking any credit away from Ronak Panoli, but we've seen what happens when part-time bowlers bowl crucial overs.
Oh, we had a heart attack. The captain bowling that final over, going for 23 runs. Oh, what a shot, what a shot. Waited and waited. At last a boundary from the blade of Basil Hamid.
A short and wide from Ronak. Waited for it, Basil. And cut that so well. It'll give him a lot of confidence. High backlift. And plays it in front of point. Very well done. Big heave. Mistimed hit. We'll get a single though. That'll mean that it'll be the end of the fifth over. 49 for 2 after 5.
Intriguing run chase in prospect. 57 needed of 30, pardon me. Just above 11 runs per over. Wahab Hassan bowled a very good first over. But Rohan Mustafa holds the key for both teams. They need to get him out here. Basil has taken a bit of time to get going, Rizwan, but now looking good.
Perfect platform for him to get those runs. He's not had the greatest of the tournament so far, Basil Hamid, but 56 required of 29 with these two players out in the middle, quite possible.
Yeah, most certainly. They need to break this partnership here, Team Dubai. Wahab Hassan, he's had a pretty decent tournament so far. Can he provide that much needed breakthrough? Left-hand batter on strike now. Oh, beautifully bowled. He sensed that Rohan Mustafa was going to step out and bowl it short and wide.
Has got his thinking cap on, Wahab Hassan, on that occasion. Immediately the change in plan. There you go. You can see that he was trying for that arm delivery, but this is brilliant from Wahab.
Yeah, just left a split second early there, Rohan. From the crease, the fuller one. There is a deepish extra cover. They're running on the throw, not quite. And that was a wise decision. That was a certain run out.
The youngsters are living up to the expectations. They've put a lid on the scoring as of now, but they've got to continue doing this.
Zishan Nasir has one more over to go. So that is one more covered. They need 3 more from somewhere. That is the key. Mohammad Irfan has one up his sleeve as well. The decisions that Ronak Panoli makes in the next couple of overs will make or break this contest. Beautifully bowled again. Just hung it up. And Basil Hamid looking, itching for that big shot, but just can't find that room.
We can't take away the credit from the bowlers. Smart thinking, great execution. Yet again, he was trying to walk down the wicket, and immediately the changer coming from Wahab Hassan.
Dubai are well and truly in this. On the back pad, drifting down leg. But once again, it's another delivery without a boundary. And that required run rate is building by the second.
We're certainly going up. Not easy for the two batters out in the middle. Rohan was looking absolutely brilliant in the first outing today. The required run rate 12.72.
Not easy. It's going to be a challenge. Game on here. Superb bowling from Wahab Hassan. What a spell. In the end, he's only conceded about 8 runs in his 2 overs. Game-changing stuff here. 54 for 2 are Abu Dhabi. They need 52 in the next 4 overs. Well, Rizwan Rahman, let's take a look at the bowling options here for Ronak Panoli. Remember, he needs 4 overs. Zishan Nasil would certainly bowl his second. Mohammad Irfan will as well. But Israr took a bit of a beating in his first over. And who is that 5th bowling option? Is it Ronak Panoli himself?
I reckon it will be himself who will be taking that responsibility. He's got that slow cutters as well, not giving that pace on offer. And as you can see, he's taken that responsibility and is coming out to bowl.
Well, I'll be quite honest, I'm not sure about this. Ronak to bowl his second over. First one was quite decent, no doubt. But now the pressure is well and truly on here. There is a left-hander at the crease as well. Deep cover, long off, long on mid-wicket, square leg. Orthodox setup. Pulled and will travel. Long hop dispatched by Basil Hamid.
Well, you made a valid point there. Was it right to bring himself on? Half tracker and he's punished him. It has gone all the way for a maximum. Great connection from Basil Hamid.
That was an easy swing of the blade. Early pressure on Ronak Panoli. And the simple message to our reserve umpire, new balls please.
Ahmad, you'll have to watch out for your balcony. Should be in your balcony, that delivery. Very close to your place.
Yeah,
a lot
please.
of deliveries.
No more long hops, please, Ronak Panoli. My room is within striking range of Basil Hamid. 12 runs per over then, exactly. This needs to be a big one for Abu Dhabi to get back in the game. Arm delivery, better length. And smartly, Basil pushes the strike. And over to you, Rohan.
Well, as long as you rightly mentioned, if you avoid those long hops, half trackers, or anything in the slot, you are still in the game. Yes, you've been picked for a maximum of the first delivery. As long as you can dart in, it's the longer side on the onside for Rohan Mustafa. Not easy to pick up.
24 of 16. He's not been at his absolute best in this innings. But we know Rohan Mustafa, he's a champion player. Can turn it around in the blink of an eye. Heave towards cow corner. And they won't run on the throw. Mohammad Irfan has a strong arm.
Oh, he certainly does. Brilliant throw. Great collection by Haider Wasisha. Now this will be interesting. Basil Hamid will go all guns blazing. They need those runs. 44 of 21. Every single delivery matters here.
This has to be that big over. He has connected once again. Over mid-wicket for 6.
Let him step out if he wants to.
We've just mentioned about those slow half trackers. And yet again, feeding into Basil Hamid. He loves scoring those runs towards the cow corner and mid-wicket region. Gets another connection right.
This was that big over they needed. And once again, that ball has been lost. GB Alex, get out there immediately. This match is well and truly alive. 38 needed of 20. Ronak Panoli this time finally gets it right. Full and wide outside the hitting arc, but the damage has been done.
It certainly has been done. 9 runs of the first over, 14 already in this over. Has been an expensive over so far.
Needs to get his length right here. Go full. You cannot afford to drop it short. Push towards extra cover. So in the end, 15 is what Abu Dhabi have managed. 37 needed of the next 18 balls. This game is going right down to the wire. So it's going to be Mohammad Irfan. Bowled a very decent first over in the power play. Did get a wicket to his name of Junaid Afridi as well. Can he pry out another one here? Because the game is starting to slip away from Dubai. Plenty of protection on the onside for Basil. Square leg, mid-wicket, long on. Deep point and long off. Oh, he's missed out. Was looking for that ramp over fine leg. And that ball was there for the taking, Rizwan.
Well, it certainly was. We're expecting that to sail over towards that fine leg region. Misses out on that Basil Hamid. And is gutted with himself.
Started off slowly, but he's turning it on now. A boundary and a couple of sixes to his name. Highish full toss, skewed away, couldn't find the gap behind point. Another missed opportunity.
There was no pace on offer, but it was a full toss. He could have deposited that anywhere towards the backward point region. It's been good. It has been a good start for Dubai in this over. Just a couple of runs.
36 needed of 16. He hasn't landed the ball yet in this over, but he's gotten away with it. Good Lady Luck be smiling on Team Dubai tonight. They fought really hard, posted a decent score, bowled really well in the first half of the innings. Change of pace has gone straight up. Extra cover. Oh, just couldn't get there, Ronak. He was right on the edge of the ring. An unlucky Irfan.
Tried to go big. No proper connection made on that occasion. Irfan could have tried it. It fell safe.
Well, he did take a very good cotton bowl like this earlier in the tournament. And I think you have a good point here, Rizwan. He was the closest. Ronak Panoli had no chance to get there. Yeah, it was just about 8 yards away from him, 6 yards. But he didn't have the self-belief, and that is exactly what Ronak is saying. Mate, take it yourself. It's self-service here. 35 needed of 15. So far, so good. Well bowled again. Mid-wicket will keep it to a single. This could be a game-changing over.
Quite an impressive over so far from Irfan. Yeah, he did create that opportunity, just didn't go for it. Could have been a wicket of Rohan Mustafa. And all of a sudden you can see the required run rate going way above. And this has been a very good over so far.
Can he finish well here? Required run rate is ballooned up to 14.5. That is what a few quiet deliveries can do. It really builds that scoreboard pressure. Punched in the air and taken! Ronak Panoli gets the big fish. Rohan Mustafa is out.
Well, is this a moment in the game that Dubai were looking for? Rohan Mustafa trying to go towards that extra cover region, didn't get the elevation. Another brilliant delivery from Mohammad Irfan and straight into the hands of Ronak Panoli.
That's an excellent low catch. And Rohan Mustafa, a bit of a laboured effort this evening. 26 of 19. Dubai are on top. 72 for 3 Abu Dhabi. So it's the big unit, Mohammad Nadeem, coming in at number 5. Has had a below par tournament so far. But he certainly can strike the ball big and far. But Mohammad Irfan has been outstanding.
Well, he was given that responsibility to bowl that over, and he's done exceptionally well. Remember, he gave away 14 runs in the first over, picked up a wicket, and then this over, he just managed to give away only 3 runs and he's picked up a wicket.
Can he close it out well? Oh, yes, he can. Look at that fielding effort. And he almost ran out both batters. Brilliant stuff. 34 needed of 12. And Abu Dhabi have a mountain to climb in the final 2 overs. Zishan Nasir marking out his run-up. They say the penultimate over is the most important over of the game, Rizwan.
Well, it certainly is, and it's been given to their ace pacer, Zishan Nasir. Well, he's marshalling his troops well, Ronak Panoli. And this will be a make or break over. 17 is the required run rate, mind you.
Well, who bowls the final 6? That is my question. We'll figure it out soon enough. Zishan needs to bowl a good one here. They have plenty of cushion, but still, Basil Hamid is looking good on 29. That was on the pads. Should have been flicked over fine leg. He's missed out.
There certainly was an opportunity. Zishan Nasir straying on the pads on that occasion, and he will have a sigh of relief. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, certainly drifting down the leg side. Didn't get the connection. It will just be a single.
Yeah, he did make that adjustment in his stance. Was standing on middle stump. Any amount of bat and that would have been 4, maybe even 6. So he got away with that one. Nadeem. He needs to go big immediately. Back of length. Smart bowling. Very smart bowling from Zishan.
Brilliant performance from the bowlers towards the death overs. The previous one, it was Irfan, and now Zishan Nasir living up to the expectations of the team, and a very well collected by Haider Wasisha that could have gone for the boundary as well.
It's time for cooler heads to prevail. Don't get carried away. Don't start looking for magical runouts. You have the game in control. It's a tough equation now. Down the leg side. Wasi does well to get a glove on it. But it will travel for 5 wides. Poor delivery.
Well, this is not expected from Zishan Nasir. That should have been right on the money. Haider Wasisha did everything he could to get a glove on it. It was wavered away. Even the touch that he's got, is still managed to trickle over the boundary ropes.
Where is that change of pace delivery? The slower ball. He's trying to bowl everything pace on. He's looking to hit the stumps. He's looking for wickets. He's getting greedy. Just bowl dot balls, avoid boundaries, and you'll be home safe. Taken on the full, but can only find the deep cover. They have to push for 2. There is a misfield. Vaibhav Govikar taking his eye off the ball. 25 needed off 9 now.
It's all happening here at the 7 Districts Presents Emirates D10 2025 edition, powered by Fancode. In the run chase, Abu Dhabi struggling at the moment. 25 required off 9. They have not found those boundaries in the last couple of overs.
A maximum here could make it interesting. Basel rolls into the 30s. Brilliant ball right at the base of off. All they will get is 1.
That's exactly the length he's got to bowl. No room whatsoever. A toe-crushing Yorker and in the death over. That's exactly what you're expected to do.
2 important deliveries. Nadeem. If he connects, the ball will sail out of the park. They need 3 runs on every delivery. Energy sapping over from Zishan. He's giving it his absolute all. 2 more to go. Brilliant Yorker. How did he get his bat down in time? Just about survived.
Absolutely magnificent stuff from Zishan Nasir. Well, he's done that numerous number of occasions today. Death bowling at its best.
23 needed of 7. Well, Basil Hamid, you have to treat this like a free hit. It has to disappear. 20 plus to chase in the final over is very, very difficult. So they need a boundary or a 6. 5 men on the fence. Hard pull, and it finds the gap. Brilliant from Basil Hamid.
That will certainly give them a sigh of relief as they can look for those 19 runs in the final over. Half tracker, aiming at the ribcage area. Gets the connection right, Basil Hamid, on that occasion, with pace on offer. And they find a boundary towards the end. 9 overs gone, 87 for 3, 19 required of the final 6.
So it's Israr Ahmed entrusted with the final over. Certainly is a capable all-rounder. He hasn't had a great tournament with the bat. Can he step up with the ball?
Well, he's got the potential for sure. The skipper has rolled over the dice and has given the responsibility to Israr. And looking at the field, deep square leg, mid-wicket. Beautiful delivery, executing the Yorker right on time, and they look for 2 and they will get it quite comfortably.
Yeah, mid-wicket right on the fence. There is an appeal for a run out, but I think Nadeem made it back in time. He's not the swiftest you've ever seen. Let's take a look here. Excellent Yorker from Israr. Bit lazy to get to the non-striker's end. And Mohammad Nadeem, he was more concerned about where the ball was going to come in from rather than looking for his double, but he's made it in time. 17 off 5. They need a 6. Excellent Yorker again. This is superb death bowling from Dubai.
The youngster yet again doing exceptionally well. He was given that responsibility. And Ahmed Khwaja, he's done brilliant so far. 16 required of 4. You need a boundary every delivery from here on.
This has been an outstanding performance from Team Dubai. Abu Dhabi may be a bit heavy-legged. Remember, this is their second game of the day. They played at that 2:30 p.m. start time. Very, very hot. Very energy-sapping. And maybe just a bit of cramp coming in from Basil Hamid, who's played beautifully. 36 of 24. They need a 6 immediately. No room on offer. 15 needed of 3. Now they all have to be maximums, or at least 2 of them.
You made a valid point. The temperature is hovering around 44, 45 degrees Celsius. Not easy. We understand it's just the shortest format of the game. But still, you need to be at your A game.
Absolutely. The pace of the game and the intensity level is as good as a D20 game. This is the crunch delivery of the match. Oh, hasn't connected. And Dubai have got victory in their hands. Now they can only throw it away.
We can see that from the face of Mohammad Nadeem. Quite disappointed. He didn't get the connection, but full marks for Israr, who's done brilliantly well in the final over.
No extras, please. No waste high full tosses. That could be no balls or could travel for 6. Superb over from Israr. Picked up by Basil. And will find the fielder. And that will be game, set and match.
Brilliant catch from Wahab Hassan yet again. He did with the ball. And now in the field, a complete player for Team Dubai. A good signing for Team Dubai, I must say. And a wonderful catch in the end. And Basil Hamid departs after scoring 37 of 26. 2 maximums and 2 boundaries. And Abu Dhabi are 92 for 4.
So Umair Ali Khan just has the formalities to complete here, unless something goes completely haywire for Team Dubai. Only 23 runs in the tournament so far. And that will be victory for Team Dubai. What a huge upset. But on the day, on the night, they have been the better side and have shoved Abu Dhabi aside for victory.
But they did exceptionally well with the bat. Ronak Panoli at the start alongside Zainullah Rahmani provided that foundation. They laid the foundation for a very good score. And in the bowling department, yes, they were initially a bit expensive, but they came back really well. And in the end, Dubai winning comfortably by 12 runs.
Fabulous performance. In 6 games, they've got 3 wins and 3 losses. So they are certainly in the mix. And this victory will give them a huge boost ahead of the further D10 matches to come down the line. If you can beat the likes of Sharjah and Abu Dhabi, then certainly you have a good unit at your hands. Taking a look at the batting scorecard for Abu Dhabi, it was a toil for Rohan Mustafa, 26 of 19. Basil Hamid tried his best, but too many batters not getting off to a quick start. And in the end, that target of 108 was too much to overhaul for the Abu Dhabi batting lineup.
Well, Zishan Nasir, brilliant. Just didn't pick up a wicket. Irfan 2 for 17. The first over was expensive, but he came back extremely well. Bowled that over, which was extremely crucial. 1 for 21 for Israr. And the pick of the bowlers by far was Wahab Hassan. Didn't get a wicket, but he maintained those economical figures. Just given away 8 runs. Ronak Panoli was expensive in the second. 24 runs he's conceded. 8 extras to the tally.
A very, very good bowling show indeed put up by Team Dubai. Disciplined and accurate and consistent. Taking a look at the highlights, it was Junaid Afridi who fell early. Miscued straight to mid-off. Rohan Mustafa was picking up that occasional boundary, but they didn't have that consistent scoring coming in from him. He did take 3 boundaries off Israr, but that required run rate, Rizwan, continued to build. That pressure continued to come in. Ali Abid trying to steal a 3rd run there and a silly dismissal. And after that, Abu Dhabi did not feel in the contest.
It was those 2 overs, the first over of Ronak Panoli and the over from Mohammad Irfan, which got them back into the game. The second over from Ronak Panoli was expensive, and later on, look at those wickets falling at regular intervals. Basil Hamid tried to find some boundaries, and in the end, he was caught in the deep. A very good catch by Wahab Hassan.
So match summary for game number 19. It was the Dubai batting who put on a show thanks to Ronak Panoli, 38 of 21. Zainullah Rahmani batted beautifully as well, 36 of 27. 1 wickets apiece for Ibrar Ahmed and Umair Ali Khan as Dubai managed to get to 105, and in the end Abu Dhabi were not allowed off the hook at all at any stage of the innings despite Basil Hamid's best efforts, 37 of 26. The bowling for Team Dubai was outstanding. Mohammad Irfan 2 for 17 and Israr Ahmed took the responsibility to bowl the final over and defended the required 19 runs, and Dubai win by a relatively healthy margin of 12 runs, and that takes them right in the heart of that points table. Abu Dhabi, 2 matches on the day, 1 win, 1 loss, so overall it's not been a bad day, but they're not looking at their absolute best currently in the tournament so far.
Let's have a look at the points table. At the moment, Fujairah leading at the top after that win previously against Sharjah. Emirates Blues following them right behind. It's the net run rate that differentiates them. Sharjah at number 3. It's good to see Abu Dhabi and Dubai just at number 4 and 5.
And look at that, Emirates Reds, Dubai and Ajman all have plenty of games in hand. Abu Dhabi, they've played 8 games already, only 4 remaining. So they are in a serious spot of bother in terms of points and their net run rate as well. Emirates Reds, of course, will be playing later this evening against Fujairah once more. So Fujairah have a chance to really maintain their top spot if they win later tonight. Emirates Reds would like to be in the mix as well. Right then, let's head downstairs for Shoaib Ahmed with the post-match.
Good evening and welcome. It's time for the post-match presentation for the game between Dubai and Abu Dhabi. An important game for both teams. While Abu Dhabi was playing their second game of the day, Dubai ensured that they put on a fight, and in the end they won the game beautifully and comfortably by 12 runs. Overall, a good outing for Dubai. For Abu Dhabi, they still need to get their house in order. It's time for us to announce the player of the match, but before that, let me introduce our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, who's got the player of the match memento in his hand, and this goes to a brilliant bowling performance from Team Dubai. It's Mohammad Irfan getting 2 wickets in his 2 overs and conceding just 17 runs. Bowling under pressure and a stellar spell from Mohammad Irfan. Irfan, सबसे पहले बहुत-बहुत मुबारकबाद इस player of the match के लिए. इम्पोर्टेंट मैच था टीम दुबई के लिए और रन्स भी कुछ ज़्यादा खास बड़े नहीं बने थे. क्या प्लान था बॉलिंग को लेकर?
बेसिकली हमारी बॉलिंग ऐसा है कि हम 100 डिफेंड कर सकते हैं, तो प्लान यही था कि 100 एंड 105 ऑन बोर्ड करके ना तो फिर इसे डिफेंड करें. हम पीछे भी करते आ रहे हैं. बेसिकली जो हम मैच आ रहे हैं उसमें हम टारगेट नहीं दे सके, तो हमें बिलीव था अपनी बॉलिंग पे, तो प्लान किया और उसके हिसाब एग्जीक्यूट किया तो डिफेंड हो गया.
नॉर्मली हमने देखा है जो कैप्टन टॉस जीतते हैं वो पहले गेंदबाजी करने का फैसला करते हैं, लेकिन आपकी टीम ने पहले बैटिंग करने का फैसला किया. यही वजह थी क्योंकि आपकी बॉलिंग इतनी कॉन्फिडेंट है आप बॉलिंग को लेकर कि कोई भी स्कोर डिफेंड कर सकते हैं?
जी, हमारे पास असल में 3 फास्ट बॉलर हैं और पार्ट टाइम एक बॉलर भी है और ऑलराउंडर भी है, उसके साथ 2 स्पिनर्स हैं. तो हमारे पास मेनली 3 बॉलर्स ऐसे हैं जो एक्स्ट्रा हैं, तो हम इसीलिए बॉलिंग पे ज़्यादा डिपेंडेंट हैं.
किसे डेडिकेट करना चाहेंगे ये अवार्ड?
यंग जो ओपनर है हमारा, उसने आज बहुत अच्छी बैटिंग की, उसको डेडिकेट करना चाहता हूँ.
वेल डन, बहुत मजा आया आपकी बॉलिंग को देख के. ऑल द बेस्ट.
थैंक यू.
Player of the match for Team Dubai, Irfan with his outstanding bowling performance, getting 2 wickets in his 2 overs. That's it from the post-match presentation. We've got another game lined up for you. Stay tuned.